Welcome back, everybody. Signing Day Spectacular rolls on here on WDAY Extra. Tim Polasek will join us in about a half hour, give us the overview. As we mentioned off the top of the show, the whole boat is in. Guys that they were expecting to sign today, all 32 of them, and that includes a late flip that happened yesterday, have signed. The late flip, by the way, was Damian Devine, linebacker out of Holy Angels High School in the Twin Cities, who had originally committed Jay to Villanova. They flip him, and now he signed with the Bison today.
Yeah, late scholarship opens up, and suddenly we go grab another kid that was committed to Villanova with 13 offers.
Yeah,
batch of Ivy League. The scouting report on him is high-end intelligence, and that's always fun.
Yeah, he aced his ACT, he told me, which, I mean, good for him.
Well, join the club. Join the club.
Well, don't you get academic aid from the school if you ace your ACT?
Yeah. So
does that really count against your...
Got him on a discount then.
Yeah. The discount I never got, I'll tell you that.
You are a great Nebraska football mind, so I'll turn to you on the flip of Elijah Wayne. We had Elijah on last week. He had been committed to South Dakota State in June. He was up here before the Missouri State game. I saw him, like, I recognize that guy. And then I look, yep, that's Elijah Wayne. How did this come about?
You know, I think there's a couple kids we reevaluated 6 months later, and I think, kid that just jumped out and said, that's a Bison, and kind of asked if we could get back in the room, and the family was willing, it sounded like. Here's a kid that's going to get huge.
Yeah, he's already huge.
But he's going to get huge. He's going to play defensive tackle, and I think that's just where, he probably should be a Husker, but the arrogance that Nebraska won't allow that to happen. What they want to do is you got to be good immediately in the Big Ten. They don't have 2 years for you to get. We do. Yep. We're here to recruit, retain, develop. I've said that twice now today, and I think he's just another example of that.
Another example is a guy who's joining us now who has signed today for NDSU, and he'll be actually enrolling early with the Bison. He'll be coming up to Fargo in January. Myles Mitchell, running back out of the Chicago suburbs, joins us this morning. The biggest question we have to ask, so do we have to go by Money? Is that the official nickname? I know it's in your Twitter account, so you got to tell me on that.
I mean, you guys can call me whatever you guys want to call me, but Money is my nickname. It's been given to me by my coach, so, I mean, that's what I go by over here, so, yeah.
All right, well, now we know. Congratulations. Tell us about signing with NDSU and the whole recruitment process when NDSU was interested and why you were sold on the Bison.
Man, the recruiting process was hard, to be honest, but North Dakota State's been consistent since my sophomore year, so it was a no-brainer. From the relationship standpoint, I've been building that relationship since, my early recruiting process. So, North Dakota State's got a lot of good things. The coaching staff really believes in me. They know football, and they can develop me and teach me things that I don't know already. So, I'm just really excited to get up there and learn from those coaches, learn from those players, and go try to win a national championship. So,
what went into your decision to come up here early? What was that all about?
I kind of wanted to do that. Early in my recruitment, like I've decided I wanted to go up to whatever school I committed to early, just based on development. I feel like if I get up there early, get a feel of things, I'll be able to just ease into it better. And this is also from a point just being comfortable and getting up there and just doing what I'm doing. So, just ready.
Money, and I'm going to call you Money. The quarterback in your class is coming up early too. Have you been in touch with Xander, and will that help with the transition?
Yeah, we've been in touch. We're supposed to be roommates. We're supposed to be. I'm pretty sure we are. So yeah, me and him been talking. We're both excited to get up there and get ready to work and just be a Bison. So.
Tell us your running back style. What is it? Are you a scat guy? You get out, just give us we got highlights of you, but it's hard to judge that. So tell us about your running style.
I feel like I'm all around. I'm very, very versatile back. As you see in the film, I can do it all. Run through guys, break tackles, be elusive in the open field, catch passes at the backfield, block in the backfield. I also play defense, so I feel like I just have traits from all around just to make one. So,
motions today. Have you had your signing ceremony yet, or is that coming up later?
Yeah, I just had it at 9, just at 9. So yeah, it was a cool experience. A lot of people was there, so it was pretty cool.
Does it feel good to be done with? I know you told me
Yeah.
that you've been doing this for 2 years. Does it feel good to be over and done with, Val?
Yeah, just ready to move on to the next chapter of my life, and be in college and playing Division I football. So can't get no better than that.
Any of these other schools continue to go at you as far as offers and be in touch? And was that enticing for you, or was it hard to reject other teams?
I mean, after I committed, it kind of went to a dry period. But I mean, I had some guys reach out a little bit, but no offers or anything like that for that concern. But I mean, I just feel like I was very underslept in this class, in the recruiting process, which is fine. Add more motivation to the belt. But yeah, man, I was just ready to be committed and stay committed.
So what's the rest of the day like? You celebrate? Have you already done that? What you got anything planned for later today, or is it right back to work?
Right back to work. I'm not a guy that celebrates a lot, but I mean, yeah, I'm just ready to get back to work, ready to start coming to Bison and get up there and get to it.
My last thing for you, to see the lineage of Bison running backs that have had success, what is that? How much did that mean to you? And say, I want to be the next one. I can do this.
Yeah, when they were talking about it, they produce great linemen every year. You see, Grace Abel went to the Senior Bowl this year, so they had a guy last year and the year before that. So I mean, they developed great offensive linemen, and these running backs come in, they just run behind them and score touchdowns and make plays. So me coming into that type of system is just amazing. I feel like it sets me up for the most success and puts me in the best position moving forward in my career. And they just had a freshman, newcomer of the year, Roddy Brown. I don't know him personally yet. So, I can't wait to get to know him and learn from him. So it's going to be a great experience.
Smart guy. Already giving props to the offensive lineman. Not even here.
Money, thanks so much for the time, bud. Appreciate it. Congratulations. And we'll see you up here this summer, okay?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. There he goes.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
The best nickname already. Money Myles Mitchell, running back out of Chicago. Got this. I mean, he's got the nickname already, Jay.
Money and Marty. Let's get this back.
Right?
Field.
The M&M
The
boys.
M&M boys in the Bison backfield.
Going.
Well, Polisic said he wanted poster running back. He got one with Marty Brown on a poster to win newcomer of the year.
He demanded it. He had to have it.
Yeah.
And if you're going to get a stud position, it's tailback, because this, we're known for our Rams. And what I liked about that interview, Dom, great job, by the way, he'd done some research.
Yes.
He knew people's names, I'm a dad of people in that age group. I mean, that's impressive. He knew Gray Zabel by name.
Yes.
He talked about the Senior Bowl. He knew
Marty
Marty Brown.
Yep.
He mentioned he was newcomer of the year. That's a kid that's well-versed. Again, I think it says a lot when you're willing to come. You're going to leave your high school teammates, classmates for 6 months, get up here because he wants to be ready. From what I understand, the plan is to get him on the field early and often. This is a punt returner. It's catching the ball out of the backfield, and he's already pushing 200 pounds. I think this kid's got a really bright future, and I liked what he said. He once he was committed, he was committed.
Yep.
Committed to staying, he said.
One quick thing, Jeff, before we go to break, off of this year's team, Polisic said that if you can play, we're not messing around. We talked about this with the red shirt anymore, especially even with the 4 games.
Doesn't matter.
It does not. If you have an especially in the era of the portal now, why wait? If this guy can help us, and we've seen with Jackson Williams as a prime example, Donovan Woolen, prime example on this year's team.
You just got to play him.
That guys that came in last year, signed on this day last year, are now helping the Bison this season.
Yeah, and that's what Tim Bryant, I think that's an FBS experience that he brings to the table in the last year, or brought to the table, and will continue to bring, is there's no waiting around now anymore.
Can't. Not with what's happened on Monday. I mean, you already see it. And if anybody who watches our show, I mean, Twitter right now is a minefield of guys that are in the portal. The portal hasn't even opened yet, and all of these guys have made their intentions known that they're leaving.
They anticipate 3,000 plus.
Yeah,
3,000 now.
Yep, and
Wow.
And
with the FBS roster restrictions, it's going to be crazy. It just is.
now keep in mind, I think that's a little exaggerated, not by you, Dom, but I think a lot of people think, well, a lot of tons of great players are going to be.
Correct, yes.
I mean, these are
Yeah.
the walk-ons at high major schools are going to be eliminated because they're going to go from 85 to 105 scholarships. So they're going to be at 105 kids on full rides, and after that, it's 0. So it's not like superstars at Nebraska are suddenly going to be looking for a spot in the Midwest. I mean,
Players,
that's just not true.
Yeah, players 106 through 129.
Right.
I just don't see them starters with good FCS teams. They're not.
They're probably a handful.
Maybe. I'm not everybody,
yeah.
but it's not like going to be this, from Penn State. There's these 15 guys that are going to start at FCS.
Well, it started because, BYU back in the day, like about a year ago, had a donor that paid all the walk-ons full rides.
Yes. Yep.
So arguably BYU was dealing with like 130 full rides, whereas maybe say my school, Nebraska, is sitting at 85. So then they started to see people playing with these new rules. And so I don't mind, as a guy who's helping run the collective, I mean, there's some rules and they're slowly coming. They're going to continue to slowly come, and we just need to be prepared for those.
Let's break. We come back. We're going to talk about the offensive linemen. This is obviously a school built on that, and the Bison hit some monster offensive linemen.
On the O-line, Dom.
We'll do that. We wrap up our first hour right after this.